pump the gas. That just happened. Still on. All right. So our Sirach series is definitely full of understanding, and I would definitely encourage everybody to revisit them and be attentive and constantly stay with it. Okay, because it addresses the everyday things that we've got to do in life, how we supposed to walk, how we supposed to be circumspect. It should help develop our wisdom, meaning develop our experience, in the things that we must do. So it's great benefit in learning it. So we're going to go back to Sirach, and we'll be in verse 31, chapter 3, verse 31.
Requite.
Ready? Verse 31, it says, he that requiteth. So I got the definition of requite. It says, make appropriate return for. It's going into your response. All right. It's going into your response. It's like, it's a reciprocating thing. It's to answer, to respond, to render, to give. The word requite means that. Answer, give. It's a reciprocate. It's something that comes from you. So now let's read it. He that requited good turns. So if you give somebody something good in turn, you give them a good response, you give them a good answer. I'm gonna leave one out, and I'm gonna see if we can figure out which one I'm gonna leave out. You give them a good answer, you give them a good response, give them good words. You require a good thought. I've left something out. Give them a good what? Go ahead, Judah.
Body language.
Okay, great. That's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm still looking for another word. Okay, I'm looking for it to be worded another way. So in all actuality, that might, that's good, but it's go ahead. Somebody down next to Yash.
Which one? Good parents.
I thought that was Obadiah. That was you. Okay, what'd you say? A good what?
A good appearance.
A good appearance. Okay, so that's good. That's it. But what's another word for good appearance? What do you mean? Good appearance. Jabril was that?
Behavior.
behavior. You kind of went away from it, Josh, and then
I was just thinking a good example.
okay, go ahead.
A good countenance.
Countenance. That's the one I'm looking for. Countenance. Now I want us to marinate on that for a few moments. Think about the last time somebody said something to you. Your countenance. We'd be thinking that our countenance don't matter. Your countenance is an expression of your mind. So when they see a screwed up countenance, they already know that your mind ain't right. Your mind's screwed up. And your mind is thinking about who?
You.
Them. Your mind is thinking about them. And your face showed it. Do we not understand that? Do we like that? Oh, yes. I like for you to give me a real horrible countenance like you hate me and you don't like me. Oh, yes. That makes me feel loved. That makes me feel like you love me. Oh, yes. Look at that old messed up countenance that makes me want to punch it. Or that makes me it makes me want to curse. Makes me want to curse you out. Oh, look at your countenance. No, it doesn't make us feel like that. The messed up countenance, it hurts. Or people are not liking it, in other words. A messed up countenance. What else about a countenance? What else about countenance is hurtful that we could requite to somebody? What else about a countenance? Make it simple. You see it. Describe to me what you see it. So we're going to take away angry, aggressive. We're going to take those away. There's another countenance that it shows something that is not good. Okay, go ahead, Jeremiah.
An unattentive account. Like they're not paying attention.
Okay, that unattentive. That's extremely good right there. That's good too. We're going to make that right up there with the other one that I'm thinking about. That's what he see. Unattentive. That's terrible. You are not paying attention. Somebody is talking to you. They could be talking to you from a serious state. Okay, from a serious state. They have their, yes, somebody online got it. They talking to you from a serious state. You know, they want your attention, and you ain't even attentive. You ain't even paying attention. You're gonna make them feel like you don't care. Like, oh, what was that you said? Like, did you hear me? Yeah, I heard you. Now it's not really honesty because you don't want them to put together that you're distracted. Correct all these things. It's to make you a better person, man. People talking to you. Don't be distracted. And if you are distracted and you do have something going on, use words and say, hey, I got something going on. Give me a moment. Or if you're multitasking, say, I'm multitasking, I'm listening, I'm trying to do this at the same time because this got to get done, something like that. If the priority is high level with the person that's talking to you, then make the sacrifice and put to the side the thing that you was doing at first. I'm just trying to show you how to make things right. Because on the other end, You can feel some type of way. And they do acknowledge that you're not attentive. And it could be emotionally that can hurt them, that can offend them, that could hurt them. All right. So then what's the other one? It's just a look. It's a blank look. It's a look. It's a nonchalant look. You ever had somebody, you talking to them and they look with no definition? Let me try it. Get my glasses right. Pull my beard down.
Like, why are you talking?
That is not requiting a look of compassion, a look of I'm trying to trust me. I understand. Let me call it. I've done it before. Not intentionally, but I guess I'm processing sometimes from shell shock. You know, I'll be shell shocked. I'll be shocked like you hit me with a bomb because I'm trying to figure out where this come from. I am a person that I try to be easygoing. I try to get along in every situation. I try to deal. I try to stay level-minded. And so, if you from if what you're going through or taking me through or what taking us through in some type of conversation is just not right, then I'll be sitting there looking, and you might get that look that our spirit does of, I guess it's just a blank stare. I'm processing. So the point is, everybody does it. You might not see it, but somebody, I'm sure somebody's told you why you got the look on your face. And you like, what look? I'm just looking. Well, it's one of these looks that we're talking about. Either you're not paying attention or it's the blank stare minus compassion. It doesn't have compassion, or it's not soft, and it's not letting the person that's talking to you change the mindset, because the face is being structured and conformed around the thought process. So it's really showing that your thought is something that's how do we say it, loading. You know, it's trying to wait, it's waiting to connect. Yeah, that's a good way. It's waiting to connect, like internet, waiting to connect. You're waiting for it to load up. Buffering. And when we talk to each other, and this is something that I can, I'm just trying to connect with you guys. You understand? Know that when you talk to somebody, they're buffering, they're loading. Give them a moment to connect with what you said. Because I'll be like, okay, did you hear me? Hello? Hello? Did you hear me? Really got to realize, we all got to realize that person is processing. And while they're processing, if you sit in front of them, they could be searching and finding words to say. I'll personally say, well, I'm just trying to put the right words to say. Everybody pretty much understand what I'm saying. Okay. So be mindful. So now let's read it. I think my page and flip and turn. He that requited good turns is mindful of that which may come hereafter. So if you do something good, you're mindful of what's going to happen. let's escalate this. Let's use the scriptures. He that requited good turns is mindful of that which may come hereafter. What can come hereafter? Well, I say use the scriptures. Anybody, first person use the scriptures, give me an answer. Don't give me your blurts. Come out the scriptures. And the scripture that you use, be ready to tell me how it correlates with what I'm asking from you.
Hebrews 6 and 10.
Stop throwing your black jeans out. Oh, nah, we get it. Stop throwing your black jeans out. Oh, nah.
Yes, sir.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 6 and verse 10. For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints, and do minister. So I think it correlates to the precept you're talking about, because the lesson that you're looking for after is the work. You put in that work and labor of love, it's the most I say, he's not going to forget you. So when it's time for him to look out for you, he's going to look out for you.
Okay. All right, Judah.
Matthew 5 and 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. So you give mercy, and it should come right. It should come back. You expect it to come back to you.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
All right. This Galatians 6 and 8. It says, "For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption." So somebody's requited evil to another person.
Let's requite good.
They're gonna reap that.
Use it. He's requited good. He that requited good turns
Okay.
is mindful of that which will come thereafter.
But he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting. So if I'm requiting good, then that's gone. I'm gonna read that. It's gone. What goes around comes around. Right?
All right. Okay, go ahead, Josh.
Proverbs 27:17. So it says,
No, go ahead.
so Proverbs 27:17, it says, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. So in dealing with the precept in Ecclesiasticus, you know what I'm saying, you being attentive to the concern of your brother, and you sharpening his spirit, you lifting him up, and so in turn, your brother, the Most High is going to allow your brother to be there for you to help sharpen your spirit, and help sharpen your down countenance when you need.
Right. So although the answers were all usable, I think how he used his answer came closer to what I'm asking for, because let's go back to it. Ecclesiasticus Chapter 3 and 31. Now, he that requited good turns. You see the next two words is mindful. So that means he's thinking about something. What he is doing, he's doing it with something in mind of that which may come hereafter, meaning down the line. So how he used his answer, he's like, okay, with me teaching my friend, now my friend should have the ability to help and to restore me. Okay. So now go back to the same Matthew 5 and a few precepts down. Matthew 5. And about 9, right? Now, this is about requiting terms. That means giving something to somebody, giving them good vibes, a good conversation. And a good conversation ain't just about you talking to them, doing good times. Like, yeah, we're gonna go out to eat. Let me use couples for an example. Yeah, we're gonna go out to eat. Not that. Because remember, we talked about the requiting of terms with a certain type of facial body language and countenance. So the requiting of turn could be the conversation that I'm having with you is respectful, it's thoughtful, it's tasteful, it's considerate, it's not provoking, it didn't bring in Satan, it doesn't have you fighting Satan. Because you can start a conversation with somebody and have them fighting Satan now. Right? So now let's use that in mind, right? Okay. So Matthew 5, and blessed are the peacemakers. So you requite somebody looking for what in return you is mindful of that which is to come. At the end of this conversation, we're peaceful. Couples, married couples. That's an altercation. At the end of the altercation, you can't even do what you was just finna do now. You can't go to the store. You can't eat supper together. You can't show affection. It's off. It's ruined. There wasn't peace. You weren't mindful of that which is to come because of the turn that you requited. It wasn't mindful. You just went in there like a gorilla, very strong. They betting that 100 men ain't gonna beat the gorilla, dude. They're right. So you go in there gorilla style on your wife, being triggered by her words. That's a defense mechanism. Clamor, words, profanity, lack of respect. You're supposed to pour Niagara Fall over that spark, over that fall, over that fight. By being, I was just talking to a guy the other day that was helping me do something. And I told him how I try to remind people to look for the woman that you fell in love with. Look for the woman that used to think well about and talk to that woman even in hard times, so that your turn that you give her is a turn where you're going to be able to expect something peaceful at the end of it. Like you guys, okay, we can continue on in what we were doing. Now, this is hard. It's hard because the spirit is willing. Every brother I talk to, spirit willing. But the flesh, it's kind of hard to overlook what she said. It's kind of hard to overlook what she did. It's kind of hard to overlook how she felt. It's kind of hard to overlook a lot of things. But as being a spiritual giant, being a manifestation of God, you got to teach yourself to overlook all of those things and be able to requite some type of response to her so that she can understand this is not how we're going to talk. This is not what I want you to do. This is not my intention. This is not what I expect from you. I don't want it to go like this. And let's make it go like that. Instead of coming with a tanker full of fuel to show you I'm the man in this SHIT, and I got this and that, and I got the strength and I got the power, the whole time you adding fuel to it. You spraying it with fuel. You're burning it up. And then at the end, once you see it, which I've seen this too, at the end, once you see it, you're wondering why she can't recover. The end ain't happened yet. But when it does happen, she haven't recovered. She's still grudging. She's still thinking about it. Or even if she's not grudging, she's thinking about stuff that was said, stuff that was did. Now she's left in the aftermath of Satan. Now Satan is there. She's got to fight out Satan. She had to fight you. Now she's got to fight Satan. Evil surmise and evil thoughts. Stuff keep popping up mentally. We live in the moment. Well, guys, what I want you to focus on is the aftermath. And the aftermath says to be mindful of that which may come hereafter. What might come hereafter? Disconnection. We can't enjoy the moment now. It's hard to move forward. That may come. And now we can do it from period to period. You come out of a bag on a brother, come out of a bag on a sister, you be disrespectful. It's going to be hard for that sister to connect with you the way that she was. Our guards are completely down with each other. We don't expect for you to rambo us with bipolar. And if anybody is dealing with that, I'm not making mockery. I apologize. But we don't expect for you to deal with us with bipolar behavior. In other words, you angry this moment, but you really don't mean it, and now you back cool. You leave us in a position to where what is going to happen? Now we got to fight out Satan, not you. You made your peace when you said, I'm sorry. It ain't like that. But you just left a demon there. Now we got to fight the demon. You didn't think about what's going to come hereafter. But if I respect you as a friend, I got to think about what's going to come in the aftermath. I got to think about how you view me and your thought process of me when you walk off. Now remember, every day ain't the greatest day for us. So don't charge me if I've made mistakes with you in some shape, form, or fashion along the course of our relationship. Because I'm sure you've done it to someone else. The objective is for us to think about this so that we can learn what can come in the hereafter. And once we learn this, then we can do better. And if we can do better, then we can bring excellently, to being, to place, to existence. Right?
Right.
Do everybody understand? Right. It's going to take us to be thinkers. Okay. Yes, the goal is to do better. That's the goal. It's my goal. And I don't doubt it. I believe that that's your goal too, to be better, to do better. It's going to take time. It's going to take moments like this to where we are to think about it. And we're going to think about when we were in a position the last time and this thing happened and how it made us feel. So now understanding if we want tonight to go well, later to go well, tomorrow to go well, I have to in advance think about, I'll use Ja. Raise your hand in case they don't know who he is. Raise up how you like a midget. That's short on. Ja, that's James's brother. So my interaction with Ja, I need to do something with him tomorrow. But today, we're having this conversation. I'm going to talk to him about something. Now, if I want, without an issue or a problem to go well tomorrow, I need to hold him regard with some respect and not cross certain thresholds today while talking to him. Because he's got every right to decline and say, "No, I got something to do." We have to be mindful of the outcome. So, any questions? All right. Now, the last part, Sirach 3:31, it says, "And when he falleth, he shall find a stay." What is this talking about? When he falleth, he shall find a stay. Okay, Jabril. You got to look, read the scripture before you answer, because I don't want you to answer off the wall.
Okay, it says, "And when he falleth, he shall find a stay." So what that means is, when he makes a mistake, he's going to find the result is going to stick with him.
You got the first part right about him making a mistake. And if I bend it, then I can force it, but I don't want to force. I want to be clear to be understood. Okay. I'm curious. Hold up, Judah. Trevon.
When he makes a mistake, he shall find a mistake. When he makes that mistake, he now knows that it's wrong and it's no longer a mistake. When he makes it, it's not something.
Go ahead, Judah.
It's like what Yash was saying about the friend. So when he fall, he make a mistake, his friend could pick him back up.
Right. That's right. It's going into the friend.
Stay as a friend.
That's right. Stay as a friend. Why? Why is it stay the friend? You're sure?
Because I'm thinking comfort. I'm thinking like you get confidence, being taught
Somebody else? Why is the state a friend? You know, did you give the answer? Okay. That's it. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, just like according to Sirach 6, he's the faithful medicine.
Well, I don't think that's telling me why he's the friend. That's using that, and we should use this because that's fine. But why is he the friend?
It's because he's reliable.
Because he's reliable. Well, that's kind of what he said. Why is he the friend? One more. Well, why is he the stay? Why is he the? Why him? Because he's not offended. So when you deal with somebody and you deal with them right, you build a relationship with them and you deal with them right. And you always find the solution, you understand, with dealing with that person. Because remember, the first part says he's mindful of that which may come hereafter. So what developed because of what you always gave that person? Let's just say a man and his wife. Let's use that. And the same thing will go from brother to brother. But the thing is that it's normal to equalize brothers and unequalize the marriage. So if a man is always giving his woman a good requite and he finds peace, a good requite and he finds peace. I'm gonna say it one more time: a good turn, a good requite, and he finds peace. So the good requite is, you know, he's talking to her. You know, he could even be correcting her, but correcting her is teaching her, and teaching her is building her, and building her is showing her to be strong and stable. And now he's invested himself in her. Now it's his time to where he needs to see something and he falls. So now when he fall, he's falling right into whose hands? He's falling into the hands of the person that he's constantly been dealing with, which is the state, the person that he's been given a good requite to. And now she has words of advice, and the words of advice has panned out. And instead of him falling to the ground, he's able to stand because of the advice that he's given to her. Now it's time for him to take it himself during a time of stress where in his fight he might not say it. He probably didn't see it. So now the woman that he's been dealing with has become a stake to him. And the same thing with a brother. But the reason why I chose the woman and the man is because we just naturally think that as a man we got it, or he got it, or how is he, if he been teaching him, now how is he going to teach him? That in mentally imbalanced thing. So I put it on something, a natural imbalance to where you know that the man is over the woman. And it's typical for a man to be pouring out requite, it turns to the woman. But now he needs help. And that same person that he had been feeding into is a stay of support for him to now to help him. All right. Is anybody confused? You guys seem long like, do you get it? Okay. Go ahead. You can say something?
I mean, OB actually was this a good precept for the answer, and it is. He just
Okay.
Ecclesiasticus 37. It kind of in verse 12, it kind of goes, it helps support what the brother bringing out. He used the example of a man with his wife, but this will help with from brother.
So is
to
that
brother.
music? Is they next door with the boom
Yeah,
boom?
they, I don't know where they at, but they are.
Last time they got asked politely, what happened?
That's out. So that's on the porch. You got answer. Come on, we're telling you down.
Well, I'm thinking it's big.
Yeah, no brother.
What do you say?
You ain't even heard.
All right. Okay, go ahead. So we can get it. Ecclesiasticus 37 and 12. Yeah, you gotta read it and explain it.
So this is Ecclesiasticus Chapter 37 and verse 12. But be continually with a godly man. So this is the example of the friendship. You know what I'm saying? That stay is talking about the friendship that we have one with another as brothers. So we continually with each other. So when we continually with each other, we learn each other, we knowing do's and don'ts, you know what I'm saying? We growing together, and also we hearing each other's, problems, issues, things that we need strengthening, right? It says, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord. That's something that we know about each other. Sham gave a good example when he was talking about the woman who was like, king, and you got this around you. Sham like, I know all these people. I proved them, right? He know that we keep the commandments. So when we deal with each other as friends, as brethren, we know the strength of each other. We know that we walking in the Lord, right? And it says, whose mind is according to thy mind. Why? Because we admonish each other, we correct each other, we sharpen each other, you know what I'm saying? And we be merciful to each other. Sham brought the precepts out in Matthew. You know what I'm saying? So, and it says, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. So when a brother falls, if he miscarries, the sorrow is saying you relate to what he's going through, and then you what? You building him back up. Yeah, you be in that state.
All right. So we truly should be mindful of this precept. Yeah, this goes a long way. We're in situations that. Go ahead, Judah. I'm gonna find something. This other precept while you talking.
I was just ask you, can you get the definition of stay? Just
The definition of stay.
Can you bring out the definition of stay?
Go ahead. Let me bring that up.
So stay, it says, I read the text. So stay, it says, remain in a specified state or position.
What's some of the similar words?
So some of the similar words or hang around, tarry, remain, keep.
Is this one a large wire or rod used to support a ship's mast?
No. This the word stay is going into support something that's not going to move.
Right.
And quickly to add to like, so like the elder is saying, this is a good precept. So some we all can understand. It's like investing in one another. So anybody, if you invest in something, right? What do you expect that investment to do?
A return, increase.
You expect it to take care of you. You invest in a house, right? You expect that house in return to do what? Support you and take care of you and give back to you. So if we realize that when we dealing with each other with good terms, we investing in one another, then you're gonna naturally what? Take care of one another. When it's time for that person, you to need that person, and they're gonna give it right back to you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be there. It's like the stay part, to where you never gonna be unkept. You're never gonna be without something. You're gonna always be supported. So if you be mindful of how we deal with one another, then in turn the Most High is like, these people gonna take care of you. So we invest in each other, man. We're gonna always take care of each other. So.
Right. Um, so I was going to get another precept, but I don't want to confuse us. Sometimes it's when it's in Paul's writing in Corinth. He got some mind bobbling and twisting things, and I understand them, but I don't want to further confuse us. I'm trying to keep it simple. This is a powerful precept, and this thing, the behavior and spirit behind this can act as a super glue in a relationship, in a marriage. It's super glues. You know, if how you deal with each other, you're concerned about the outcome. You ever had somebody to be at peace and then you disturb the peace? Then the turn that you gave to them wasn't a turn that was considering the end of a situation. Okay, so oftentimes people are in these relationships feeling that they're going through things alone. If you feel like you're going through things alone, when he falleth, he shall find a stay. You have no stay. Why don't you have a stay? Why are you alone? That's because every time you guys are reciprocating something back to each other, it's friction, it's static, it's animosity. It's from a place of abrasiveness, of some form of verbal affliction, some form of disrespect, some tear down, some breakup.